Welcome to a series I'm calling Lessons from a Low Place, where I share lessons I've been learning from extremely difficult experiences and what the Lord has been ruminating in my heart.
Okay, let's talk about vulnerability. Yay! If you're new, check out the other chapters if you would like. Actually, no, for real, check it out because there's been wisdom in there. And people have actually been telling me, they've been listening or they've seen one or two, the videos, and they have gleaned from it. So that's great, and I celebrate that. So check it out. Check out chapters 1 and 2 of Lessons from a Low Place. So today, am I excited to talk about it? Yes and no. Why? Because it's a pending lesson, and it's vulnerability. Let's talk about vulnerability. So, I woke up feeling kind of emotional this morning. Like emotional, like your emotions are sensitive and you're feeling or going through the feelings of whatever you're feeling. The thing about vulnerability is that it can be scary. Do I feel scared? Do I feel scared? Do I feel afraid? Kind of, because vulnerability comes with risk and it comes with uncertainty. Uncertainty, especially if you have to be vulnerable to other people or in the presence of other people, that's scary, and that comes with a risk because you don't know how somebody's going to react. You don't know if people are going to be sensitive to your vulnerability, if they're going to carry it well, etc. But then the risk involved, because you don't know what's going to happen. And I'm in a place of experiencing vulnerability in multiple ways. One where I have to do new things and I'm having experiences that I've never had before, and it's like I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know what's going to happen. And so there's a measure of vulnerability because you gotta take risks, and there's the unknown, the whole concept of the unknown, and you don't know how it's really gonna go. And then you don't know how people are, the impact of people where your vulnerability is concerned. That's one way. And then being vulnerable emotionally, who likes that? Raise your hand if you do. No hands raised, because pretty sure nobody enjoys emotional vulnerability, and that is a part of what you have to experience when you're going through emotional processes of processing loss, processing pain, healing, that kind of thing. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be vulnerable to face the process. You have to be vulnerable to push through the process, because it ain't gonna be fun most of the times, So I'm somewhere in there. That's part of being in this place, or coming out of the low place that life circumstances have put me in. So what's the lesson, Lord? Okay, so what just came to mind is it Proverbs? Yeah, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not upon your own understanding. In all your vulnerability, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Yeah, the verse actually says, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. So what are you saying, Holy Spirit? In the midst of being vulnerable and going through the unknown and the challenging processes that involve risk, whether tangible or emotional, trust in the Lord. Know that He is with you. Know that He is with you. As long as you've surrendered your life to Him, then He is navigating you through the process and the periods of vulnerability. And in all your ways, in every moment, in every step of the vulnerable processing and processes, acknowledge Him, know that He is with you, and ask Him for His help, ask Him for His guidance, and He shall direct your paths. We don't have to trust and believe that one, because you don't always feel it, but God reminds us, even in this tender moment. This video is a reminder to you that God is with you, even in the midst of your vulnerabilities. Don't be afraid to face your vulnerabilities, and through that that vulnerability, you will find strength. It's like the image that Holy Spirit just put in my head is like a chiseling off. Like, think of gold or some kind of sculpture, like something, right? And then there's a crack in whatever the material is. You are the material, by the way. There's a crack there, so there's a vulnerable place, there's a vulnerability, and then the Lord does like, so I put the chisel right there, take the little hammer thing, and hit that spot, that vulnerable spot. It can hurt a little bit, right? But it chisels off what is not necessary, and it refines you. It makes you better. It makes you into the shape and the wholeness that you need to be in. Come on, Lord, preacher. Back to the serious point. God will use the vulnerabilities to shape you into who He is crafting you to become, that beautiful masterpiece that He has planned. So I'm gonna look forward to that. I know that future me is gonna be gorgeous in spirit and in nature, because I'm surrendering to the process of letting the Lord chisel away at my vulnerabilities. You can do it. Huzzah, you can do it too. Remember, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your vulnerabilities, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. That's today's lesson. Unexpected, but we got there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's today's lesson from a low place. And we can make it out. We are making it out. We won't stay here. It's just a reference point for the future. Have a good day.